We are now well underway in the new year of 2025. This year will see the launch of several highly anticipated video games including Doom: The Dark Ages, Grand Theft Auto 6, and Outer Worlds 2. But while such titles will arrive later on, how about we, in the meantime, go back 20 years to a very different time in video games history. This is Francis from Smash Jump, and I invite you to help count down 5 video games turning 20 years old in 2025. All these games will be presented in release order, so let's get right on it. While the gaming world since 2018 knew Kratos as an older man, or demigod, spending life with his son Atreus in Norse mythology, his origins go deeper. Released as a PlayStation 2 exclusive, God of War jump-started the entire franchise in ancient Greece. This saga was a time when Kratos once served the Greek god of war Ares. Thereafter, Kratos became known as the God Killer and the Ghost of Sparta. He also had a wife and child before Atreus. The original God of War cemented Kratos as a new PlayStation gaming icon, spawning an entire trilogy through the PlayStation 3, as well as a prequel, mobile game, and some spin-offs on PSP. The series' 20th anniversary is a testament to the popularity of Kratos and his mythical adventures. Revenge of the Sith was the biggest Star Wars event of 2005, as the ultimate installment closing out to the prequels was released on May 19. While LucasArts released several movie tie-in games, the now-defunct studio The Collective released their game adaptation ahead of the movie. Aside from Game Boy Advance and Nintendo DS ports, the main console versions on PS2 and Xbox swapped players between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker as the events of the movie were recreated. Fans who grew up with this game may also remember a dark side ending exploring a what-if scenario of Anakin defeating his Jedi Master on Mustafar, as well as extra game modes like a versus mode introducing additional playable characters. If you still have a PS3 laying around, I'd suggest picking up the PS2 Classics re-release from the PlayStation Store to relive Anakin's downfall. How about yet another game that takes gamers back to when video games based on major movie releases used to be very common? This platformer basically retreads the events of the DreamWorks movie when its star animals from New York City's Central Park Zoo end up washed ashore on the African island of Madagascar. Unlike the 2005 Star Wars game, Madagascar's game adaptation isn't remembered as fondly as the movie. On the upside, this tie-in game was developed by Toys for Bob, years before the studio became known for the Skylanders franchise, Spyro Reignited Trilogy, Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time, and Crash Team Rumble. If you have the opportunity and the console and game at your disposal, don't let this one escape you! This PS2 gem is the gaming personification of It's Us versus the World, except it's you and your steed versus 16 Colossi. A game about finding and vanquishing giants in order to revive a sacrificed girl became renowned for its minimalist storytelling, often cited as an example in the debate over video games as an art form. This Team Ico classic lives on as a 2018 PS4 remake and a cameo in Astrobot and Astro's Playroom. Even way back in 2007, Shadow of the Colossus was featured in the movie Reign Over Me, starring Don Cheadle and Adam Sandler, when the latter actor's character repeatedly played the game in order to cope with the loss of his family members after the September 11 attacks. Before we get to the last game on this list turning 20 this year, here are a few more games also having their 20th anniversaries this year. Although the main Call of Duty 2 on PC and the then new Xbox 360 may be remembered more, it nevertheless was accompanied by a spin-off/expansion game on the 6th gen consoles. COD 2 Big Red One follows the adventures of the titular 1st Infantry Division following the USA's entry into World War II, witnessing battles from Africa to Europe. The military channel also features an in-game appearance in select cutscenes. Much like COD Finest Hour, this title is yet another staple of World War II first-person shooters, before the modern and futuristic/near-future settings of many popular FPS games today. What do you think about these games turning 20 this year? Any that I missed? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to Smash Jump for more awesome gaming content.